Hey, happy Wednesday. Today is November the 4th, and we were out of school yesterday because it was election day. So today when we do calendar grid, we're going to look at the marker for yesterday the 3rd and for today the 4th. And then we have a problem string, which is going to be interesting because we are going to work on multi-digit addition using a number line. And I think you guys are well prepared for that. So as we work today, remember to make the effort to stay with me, to participate, even if it feels funny. And if you feel like something is too hard, just make sure you tell yourself that I'm going to get it with hard work. Okay, that's that growth mindset that I'm trying to encourage through these videos. So let's go ahead and get started, and let's look at our calendar markers. All right, so yesterday, November the 3rd, election day, we weren't in school, so let's look at our calendar marker. What time is it? Let me zoom in. Good, it's 2:20. So what time do you think it's going to be today? Let's see. 3:30. Right, and remember that as we are going through our days, it seems that we're adding an hour and 10 minutes every day. So for the 3rd, we had 2:20, and is it a.m. or p.m.? It's 2:30 a.m. It is before midday, right? And so 1 hour and 10 minutes have passed. And that gives us a total of how many hours and minutes? Right now, good, 2 hours and 20 minutes. Right. So now if we look at today's calendar marker, and just to remind you, here it is. It was 3:30. It is still a.m. Time that's passed is still following that pattern. Hour and 10 minutes. And so how much time have we collected so far? 3 hours and 30 minutes. Very good. All right, so now we're going to jump right into our problem string, because we know sometimes problem strings can take a little bit of time because we really are thinking about the problems, the context, what's going on, and then how to use what we've already solved previously to help us solve the problems that comes next. And you know that the problems get more and more difficult as they progress. So let's see what we're working with today. Here's our context. I have a friend who lives in a big city, okay? All the streets are numbered. The streets with the lower numbers are going to be farther south. So low numbers, farther south. And the streets with the higher numbers are farther north. My friend lives on 175th Street. Right? Go ahead and open up your number corner notebooks. Turn to a blank problem string page in the back of your book. And you can label the top of that page adding multi-digit numbers. And I'll give you a moment to do so. All right. Here we go. First problem. Let's look and see what's happening. My friend lives on 175th Street, which I just told you guys. And she walked 25 blocks north. What street did she end up on? This one should be really easy, right? I think so. So let's work it out. 175th Street. So I'm going to start my number line here, and I'm going to mark this as 175. Because I can start an open number line at the number that I need. I don't have to start from 0. Did you know that? I sure hope so. All right, so if I'm adding 25, we can think about that as $1.75. And I'm adding 25 cents. I end up with $2, which is 200 cents. Okay, So 175 plus 25 is 200. Are we good? All right. All right, so let's look at the next one. We're rocking and rolling so far. My friend lives on the 175th Street, which we know, and she walked 28 blocks north this time. What street did she end up on? So what could I do? How could I figure that out really quickly? Yeah, 28 is super close to 25, which is what we did on our last problem. So I'm going to do what? Since it's so close, yeah, I could just add 3 more. So here was my 25. And if I add 3 more, that gives me 28. And where do I actually land? 203. So 175 plus 28 is 203. It's kind of like saying, and I'm going to type it out here, 175 plus 28 is equal to 175 plus 25 plus 3. And we're going to get the same answer, 203. Y'all agree? Making sense? All right, perfect. All right, well, let's look at the next one. Lives on the 175th Street. She walked 38 blocks north. What street did she end up on? Go ahead and start working this out in your notebook. All right, so what are you noticing? Hopefully you know that 38 is how many more than 28? It's 10 more. So if I have 175 and I know 175, we already did to 25, and then we added 3 more, which gave me 203, and that's 28, right? How many more do we need to add to that? We need to add 10 more. So I'm going to add 10 more. And what am I going to land on? 213. So 175 plus 38 is 213. Let me show you another way that I could write that out. I'm going to say 175 plus 38 equals 175 plus 28 plus 10. Okay? I'm going to add that over here, make it smaller, and just so you really see what I'm talking about, I broke 38 up into 28 and 10. Right? Are we good? You good with that? All right. Let's keep it moving then. Next one. My friend took the subway up to the 285th Street, and then she had to walk 47 blocks north from there to get to her favorite restaurant. Which street is the restaurant on? Go ahead and work that out. Use some of the strategies that we've used earlier with breaking apart numbers. We can split apart numbers and add parts separately to help us find friendly numbers. So go ahead and pause this video so you can take a moment to figure that out. All right, so we have 285, and we want to add 47. What might I break up the number 47 into? Why? How can I find a friendly number? What am I going to go to first? Yeah, I probably want to go 15 first, which gives me 300. And 300 is a really nice, round, even, friendly number. I like the number 15. add it to 285 because I get 300. All right, but we need to add 47, and so far we've only added 15. We still have some more to go, right? I think we have 32 more to go. 32 plus 15 is 47. So where are we going next? Okay, we could add 30. And that might not be as proportionate as what I need to make it, since we got 15 and I'm doubling that. So we try to make that look a little bit better. All right, so now I'm adding 30, which gives me, right, 330. Okay, how much left do we have? So far we have 45. This may not look like a 3, so let me fix that. Right, we have to add 2 more. So let's add 2 more. 2. Because 30 plus 15 plus 2 is 47. So what's our answer? 332. And I'll write it down here so we can really see it. Good, 332. So 285 plus 47 is 332. You guys are doing awesome. Couple more to go. Let's see what the next one says. In June, Sam made his goal of 388 pages and then read 112 more pages. How many pages did he read in June? So now we're switching the context of our problem. Now I'm talking about my nephew Sam, and there's a goal of reading 388 pages per month. Sometimes Sam reads more than that because Sam just likes to read, okay? So now maybe this problem makes more sense because now we're not talking about street numbers, we're talking about goals of pages read. So if his goal of 388 pages, he made his goal, then he read more. How many pages did he read in June? Go ahead and work this out using a number line. Remember, you can break apart your numbers. All right, how'd you solve 388? What'd you break 112 into? 100 plus 12? Great, that's exactly what I was thinking. So, using these methods is gonna help you solve problems quickly in your head. That's the goal with some of these addition problems, because you're not always gonna have pencil and paper. You're in a grocery store and you're trying to figure out how much money you spent, or looking at your bank account and trying to figure out what's going on with your bank account. You're gonna have to figure out these things pretty quickly. And so that's why we're practicing mental math, essentially, but we're using a model to help us see it very clearly. So I can add 100 first, which is going to give me 488. It's really easy to add 100 because the only place that's changing is the hundreds place. I had 300s, now I have 400s. And what left do I have to add? Good, 12. I'm going to add 12, and that's going to give me a really nice number, actually. 488 plus 10, and I could break 12 up into 10 plus 2 if I needed to. Plus 10 is 498, plus 2 more is 500. So 388 plus 112 is 500. We good? All right, couple more. Stick with me. All right. In July, Sam made his goal again. Then he read 117 more pages. How many pages did he read in July? Now I'm going to tell you. We just solved for 112. 117 is fairly close. How much more is 117 than 112? Right, 5 more pages. So what could I do to this same number line? I could add another 5. And if I add another 5, what am I going to get? 505. So 388 plus 117 is 505. I hope you guys saw that without me telling you, and if you didn't, the more you hear me talk about it and the more you really think about it to try to make sense and understand what I'm saying, the better at it you're going to get too. Let's try another one. He made his goal again. Then he read 127 more pages. How many pages did he read in August? Go ahead and work that one out. Use what we already know. All right, so what can I do? I'm going to make another line here. All right, so we knew 388 already plus, and I'm just going to make a big hop for 125, or 117, I should say, because that's the last problem we did. We added 117, and we got 505. What do I need to add to that now? Just 10 more, plus 10. What is 505 plus 10? What'd you get? Great, 515. Kiss your brain. Awesome job. Now we have one more for our problem string. Okay, let's see what it is. In September, Sam made his goal of 388 pages, and then he read 243 more pages. Whoa, that's a lot of extra pages, right? How many pages did he read in September? He's a reader. Go ahead and pause the video and work it out real quick. 388 plus 243. All right, so now you're back. Did you get 631? Here's one way that you could have broken it up. You could have started with 200, and then maybe you want to get to a friendly number. So instead of just adding 43 straight out the bat, you added 12 to get to 600, which left you with 31 left to go, then 30, and then 1. Or we could have just said 31. You could have done the friendly number first and put 12 at the beginning, and then gotten to 400, and then added your 200, which would get you to 600, and then add your 31. Either way it goes, you should have ended up at the same number, which is 631. So I have a challenge for you guys, just to finish up our lesson for today, and to tell me that you guys have learned or are practicing some of these strategies that we're doing together. So here it is. I want you guys to solve 365 plus 248 using one of the strategies that we use today with chunking number or breaking apart numbers to find friendly numbers on this number line. So here's the number line for you. Go ahead and work out 365 plus 248. But then I also want you to use the standard algorithm, which means you write the numbers up and down, and I'll type it on here for you as well, for you to see what I mean. So 365, and we have plus 248. Line them up. And then we have a line. Go ahead and solve it. This is the standard algorithm. So when you guys line it up like this and you talk about borrowing and carrying the ones and things like that, that's the standard algorithm. If you're not sure how to do that algorithm, then think of another way that you could solve this problem. Maybe by writing an equation to match what happens on the number line. And you're going to share your code with your teacher so that she sees that you guys are participating and have completed the number corner expectation for today. Here is my share code, and this is how you get it. You press this box here with the arrow, and it'll give you a code once you've worked it out on your number line. But here is the code I want you guys to put in, so it pulls up what I've already done here for you. 20E1NEXF. So you'll go to the number line app, you'll put in this code, you'll solve this problem using two strategies, one from today for sure, and then another one, standard algorithm or something else if you're not sure how to do the standard algorithm. You're going to then get a new code by pressing this box, and share that code with your teacher so she knows you're participating with Number Corner. Are we good? All right. Well, great job today, guys. Hopefully you found a strategy that you like best to solve these problems. And we're going to do another problem string with addition in just a few days. Have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.